Hey guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with Overwatch 2. And I'll explain why we're playing Overwatch 2 instead of Marvel Rivals today. Basically, before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who was supporting Craftmon. It's the first two episodes right now, they're in the playlist. I will re-mention this when I record episode 3. I basically meant to chuck them into a playlist when I recorded episode 1. Completely forgot. Did it all. So the playlist is now there. You can go back and watch the first two episodes. But the reason we're doing Overwatch 2 today is because before I get into the loot boxes, which I have postponed by like a day, 2 tops. So currently right now for Open Queue, I'm only missing 5 games. Those are the 5 games I played. I've only lost 1. I did like 3 games on Thursday, I think it was. So I've only lost to 1. I'm currently in Silver 4. I'm going to try and get for Gold, because going over competitive information, it'd be great to get into Platinum or Diamond. I know for a fact I'd never survive in Masters or Grandmasters, or Champion or Top 500. I'd get a stupid amount of rewards for being in those levels, but I'd never survive. I reckon I could potentially win a few games in Platinum, but I think at my current skill level, I probably would lose more than it's worth. But I do think I can get into Gold. And the reason for Overwatch 2 today was, yesterday I was fully intended to stream either Marvel Rivals or Overwatch, but plans changed, and my plans for normal went... The plans that I was going to do ended up getting changed. We're also getting the first stage in Mythic, because while you typically have to be at 48, and I'll also show that off in a second. But first, the loot boxes. Have 15 in total. So, 2 in Legendary. Which means 2 new Legendaries. Yeah. 1 in Epic, which I'm guaranteed a Legendary. I should get like 4 Legendaries in total from this. And then 12 in this. But because I'm at 19 out of 20, there's at least 1 Legendary. Okay, so 5 Legendaries out of 15 loot boxes. That's really good. Question, out of 10. Because I had the two legendaries guaranteed from the Legend loot boxes, because it's guaranteed per each one. I was up to 3 out of the 4 from Epic. So that was another one, so that was 3. I then got 2 from the fact of being at 19, which meant I was guaranteed another one, which would have been 4, but then I got 1 early. So... Now I mark that, and if we go to Shop, and if we go to Maximilian Vaults, the 50 Mythic Primos for the 60% off, I did go for in the end. I basically decided, at most, it's going to cost me a tenner. Less than that. I decided to essentially double up. Pay 20 quid. And basically get a decent set of currency with it. And with it, I then decided I want the black and gold skin for Ash. Which looks really cool. Don't get me wrong, Bob kind of looks better in the instance, but I do think the full gold Bob does look really cool. but I think Ash doesn't look as cool. So I'll take Ash looking a bit cooler in black and gold. Consider the fact that Bob's your own and you don't get him that often. I then did get Spellbinder in the same colour. And this makes the skin look a lot better for me. Granted, I still wish you didn't have the top hat. If I could, I'd remove the top hat, the goggles, and just let a widow's head like sort of be down. I technically could have also got another one, but in the end I decided I'll leave the 10 I've got left over because it's for 50, and have 10 early to unlock Sojin's Mythic. Because either way, if I had gone for another, gotta say, level 2 visor does kind of look cool with that colours. Like, the level 2 colours definitely do look cool. Kind of prefer the level 3 because it kind of makes it look a bit more normal. She doesn't look too bad in black and gold, but I do think it looks more showboaty, which is kind of the reason I wouldn't get half of them in black and gold. I don't think that looks too bad either. But in this case, I do definitely think the black with the red accents makes it look more of a stealth op. So if we go to Sojin... Also guys, this is going to be a tiny bit of a longer stream because Overwatch, excuse me?
We shine together, all of us.
Okay, I'm double checking on that after I've done a game. But yeah guys, it's going to be slightly long because I do want to get through the next 5 games. So I'm going to, basically, I'm going to do 3 games, see how we go. And then, if we're going fine, I will then do another couple, but if not, if I spend the next 3 games and they're on a losing streak, and I'm on a losing streak, I'd call it there. I'm going to do at least 3 games, it depends on what. I'm going to say hybrid because I think it's a better chance. Sorry about that guys, literally just double checking something. Also guys, thanks to driver Scotty kind of being annoying and me making a dumb joke, but mentioned this before, driver Scotty typically is nice enough because he can drive, drops people off from game sites. There's usually only 2 of us because everyone else kind of just lives close. There's just usually 2 of us, you can just drop off. I'm one of them, and last night he only had to drop me off because the other was staying at Blue Ninjas for a bit longer. And he's wanted me to get a game called Ready or Not for a while. And I've said more than once, no, I'm not spending like 40 quid, 50 quid on a game. Especially not with Overwatch 2 Season 8 coming out and not knowing how much I was going to end up spending on that. So he then said yesterday, he's like, I don't mind getting you a game, and it's like, no, it's fine. I was like, unless you're going to literally drive down to a shop now. Because he's like, I would get you the game, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, you have to do it the way Blue Ninja's done it in the past, buy a PlayStation gift cards. Sigma's banned. I'm gonna go Diva. I was gonna play Mercy. But we've got to support.
Understood. Let's go. I've got a few new inventions.
But yeah, like, he made a joke, and so I was like, you gotta, like, pop to a shop now, and, like, it was more of a case of, wait, you're gonna pop to, like, Tesco's to grab gift cards. And his words were, we could, and it's like, I mean, it's technically on the, see, guys, it's one of those cases where, technically speaking, depending on what way you go, because there's a couple of ways that you can drop off, it's kind of on the way, kind of isn't, but it's not exactly out of the way. So, he decided to do it. And Driver Scott being Driver Scott, I made a joke, like, is this where you're going to want me to send proof? You should, like, do you want me to, like, set up a video call and all that lot? He did want me to send proof, and I did send proof. I also made a joke, like, this where it would be annoying and just spend it on Genshin. He said he would be annoyed and he didn't find it that funny, and it's like, I kinda did, but again, currently on the banner, the one character I wanted, I've got. So yes, guys, so at some point, I'm not saying they will for definite, I might do Ready or Not content at some point. But again, I was playing it earlier with Driver Scott and Wolfus, and it was fun. For the most part. Except when one of them tries to essentially treat you as a human shield. But yeah, getting back to why no Marvel Rivals today. I probably will do Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Like, this week, it's definitely been a case of you have had content all week. But it's more the case of I wanted to get my last few placement games done. I also wanted them on record. I also decided at the end, I've got like 15 loot boxes, I want them opened. But I plan to stream, so you know what, I'll stream tonight. Like, I plan to stream tonight anyway, so it made no difference. Also, guys, quickly, I've not mentioned it in Craft One. I know what Life Weaver tried to do, and they were lucky. I've not mentioned this in Craft One, I don't think, unless mentioned in episode 2. I can't remember. But I said, if you want more Craft One episodes per week, if you want like a couple episodes per week, support the series. And if I know there's support for the series, I will then do a couple episodes per week. Because typically I don't stream on Sundays, which means typically I can technically do stream Sundays, get an episode out for Wednesday, stream Wednesdays, get an episode out for Friday. And I don't have a problem doing it. But I'm not going to put the time and effort into doing it, plus the editing, if it's not going to be worth it. And you guys like proving me wrong, because episode 1 of Craft 1 did really well, and it's still doing good. That's still gaining views. And episode 2, if it carries on track, episode 2 is going to beat episode 1's record. In one day, it's got about half the amount of views. Guys, the video's been up for about 24 hours. Scratch that for about 27. So, if Craftmon carries on going the way it's going, each episode is going to carry on beating its last record, which I'm happy with. I'm happy the series is doing great. I released the first episode thinking, this is just going to be something fun I do. That doesn't need to be that serious, it would just be something fun. It's now turned to a point where it's like, hold on, wait, the series is doing good. Okay, we need to hold off for a minute and then get it to the second point ourselves. This isn't going to be easy and I'm not going to like it. Like, I did the rough calculations. As long as I win each game, I will get to about goal 5.
Brimming with firelight. Life protects life.
60 seconds.
Damn it. I shouldn't have to say in a group game, grouper. Half the time I question why there is a button called group up in Overwatch. I question it. Because it doesn't make sense. Why would you need to know about grouping up? Because it should be logic. It should be support with your stay with your team, support the team, you win. But then I get proven to cases like this. Like we were pulling Torbjorn out of a way of a potential danger situation, but I don't know. And the rest of the team not supporting the rest of the team. I should be able to get Mac back and drop an ult. Like I said, I can get Mac back and call an ult. I don't like how far we now need to push it, especially with how much pressure they're putting on us. They're making it so we need to go on the defense. You're telling me out of everything, all I got was an Alari cover. Thanks, Alari. You actually helped there. Basically, I was about to die to the Hanzo. Alari saw I was about to die, pulled me out of the way, and I had Mac. So, no, you both need to be on point. What we need to do is essentially speed push them. Basically, guys, a simple way of putting it is we need to charge them and then push them back. And make them back off. I would play Sigma, but again, Sigma I haven't got as an option. Well, who else is banned? Zarya and 2 DPS. Last one, yep. Symmetra and Sombra. Basically, I thought they tried to do in the end was essentially The enemy team tried to group up, grab point, and because it was their only option. What we had to do was essentially push them back. We had to essentially chuck everything into one attack, and hope that one attack wins. Now what we need to do now is essentially push them back further and get a lead. Because they blitzed through the first two areas pretty quickly. Like, I don't remember them being around. I only remember them being sort of a below stairs area. Also, the reason I'm basically destroying anything in the way is just so we've got a clear attack. Deep right, man. Great, I'm at mech and Deep's got her mech back. I call it how I see them. Basically, a lot of Diva mains do a thing where they back up, but then start charging slightly when they've got their mechs back. Because they know they're in a safe position to do it. Like I'm doing now. Huh? Either way, it got me the result. It just took a bit longer. Hold on, since when can a Ripster get back to full health? That's both me and the enemy Diva taken care of. I know that's a thing, but she would have had to be to a point where she was close enough not to be near death, but close enough for one thing to be able to heal her. Like, close enough to be near the death thing, because she was like 1 or 2 shots. I'm hoping I'll have new and I can essentially charge it around the corner. Yep. Because hopefully it'll give us the time we need. Okay, that explains that. I'm engaged with gold players. Which I don't think is fair. I get the fact that you're not always going to be able to get placed with people who haven't ranked yet. But at the point of if it's predicting my rank is going to be silver, it should not be chucking me with gold. Like guys, it's predicting low end silver. What? I'm hoping it's just like I'm presuming the gold border I saw was gold rank, which does bug me because it's like, oh, you're not good enough to stay in gold, but you're good enough to go against gold players. Life Weaver, you better be using me as a human shield because I'm not covering your ass. Yes! Both me and David basically wiped half the team. And I'm on about a full set of like 12 players. We eliminated like 7 of them. I got like 3 on her side. She got 3 on mine. That's reckless. Report back, please.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Is that Baptiste ready? I mean, to be fair, they don't exactly have the time to start. Damn it. If someone can hold, I can potentially push them off. We have a few seconds. Hopefully I can push them back.
Still got all my stripes. Don't get
Never has a game stressed me out so much. Did that. Sorry about quiet, guys. It was just a case of I processing like what like we needed to. Yeah, I'm gonna give up to that. They 100% did. I'm hoping. Yeah. Again, they killed 3 of ours. I killed 3 of theirs. They then went and took down our Moira, and then got a team kill from it. Now I will load into another, but I'm also double checking that mythic thing. Mercy Ascended. Yeah, guys, that game pushed me to actually be like, what to do. I'm down for Blizzard World. I mean, that's 8. Which means we're just missing 4. I think it should be Blizzard World. 9 times out of 10, if a map's got like about half, almost a full team, the equivalent of a full team, almost like 6 players out of 12 being like, yeah, this is what we want to play, it's going to. Especially when other maps have like 1 or 2 votes. Don't want to see Symmetra, I don't want to see me, and I also don't want to see Zarya. In all, see if I can play DPS. I probably will end up playing Reaper because I've not played him for a while. Like, Reaper, Sigma, I don't play that often. Just because I barely... Because when I do get the chance to play DPS, like in a minute I've been choosing to play Freya because I've really been enjoying it. And it's been a case of with both DPS and Tank when I've had the chance to play him in the week. I've been in a case of wanting to get my 15 games of 15 games, not my top 3 done. So we have an Ashe. We have a Mercy, we have... I'm gonna go Kiriko. 222. That means Echo, Ashe, or Bastion swapping. See, only Overwatch comp can get me stressed. They have a wrecking ball? Guys, when I say that, I don't mean, wait, they've got a wrecking ball, I mean, people are still playing, I mean literally a case of, wait, people still play wrecking ball? People are still supporting the hamster? Just because I almost never see people play the hamster. Hey, if at first doesn't succeed, try again. Okay, if at first doesn't succeed, second time's a fail, third time's a charm. 30 seconds later I end up getting hit in the face by a spam arrow because of Hanzo.
Chuck her queen.
See, I don't know what's worse. Needing to defend point when you know how much you need to stop someone from getting there, or knowing how much the enemy team's got. Like, needing to stop the enemy team from getting to a certain point because you've managed to get to a certain point. Or the other way around, because last game, it's like, okay, they've got to here, we just need to push it past there. But that was stressful as anything. This time, it's, okay, we need to get as far as possible and hope they can't push it further. I mean, Junkrat's kind of your point to go and jump on them and, you know... Like I said, Junkrat's kind of your whole thing is going on, is jumping on top and saying splat. There's a wrecking ball somewhere, and I don't like it. Although we'll say, bashing with the green gun does look nice. I'll go for that.
Time to try again.
See, this is why from characters I play a lot. When Overwatch is trying to add new perks for characters, it's like, please don't be someone I play, please don't be someone I play. Because not that I don't want them to get called into newer perks. It's more of a case of then, in the middle of a game, I have to go and read and see which ones are better. Because I'm not checking beforehand. That would actually mean planning something. See, annoyingly, they can be doing a strategy that I don't like. And quite frankly, guys, I don't like the strategy of... we're going to trick you into... we're going to give you false hope just because we can. I also don't like that. Granted, I hate the other one a lot worse. Because a cyborg man chasing after you, coming after you with the power of a dragon in his sword is a lot worse than a dragon getting launched at you. I would prefer to get all the way to the end with like 3 minutes to spare. It's not gonna happen. And guys, as normal, we're in the exact same position as normal when it comes to me not charging my controller or my mobile. Because as normal, my phone's got 15% left, and my controller was dead before I put it on charge before streaming. The reason stream was slightly late because it's like, my phone's on 20-something%, but my controller's got no charge left. Now what I can do is ignore the fact that my phone's got any charge left, and either when it's in the next 2 minutes sort it, or wait 5 minutes and then hope it survives. Because I happen to be one of those people who does have spare cables, just doesn't have them at hand. See, I want to say this is a good enough push, so worst case scenario.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
But I know deep down that what I did last round could happen again. Now I want to know is where's the Diva ult?
60 seconds.
Because everyone knows Diva's like saving them.
Interesting. This ends now.
I'm hoping if they ever had a fire character into this game, they just have a thing where if they touch, where if they're in contact with a May ice ball, it just melts.
Welcome to the wasteland. Find peace.
That's taking that out of commission. That should not count as May stalling. And guys, the reason I don't think May going into an ice block on point should count. Who left? Really? Don't know why my voice went so high pitched then, but really? We've got an advantage and they left? Well, something I don't like seeing is the fact of level 6 Junker Queen, level 28 Mercy,
I'll find
a level 11 Bastion,
No worries.
and then just me, Kiriko, level 37.
So, how'd you pull all those heists?
I'm assuming they switched because they were like, we already have 2 support, we do not need 3. Technically speaking right now, if full on, like, full on, like, 3 tanks, and, like, a Mercy and a backup, along with, like, a Bastion would be great.
Let's get our hands dirty.
But I'm hoping we can stall them for, like, a minute. Mercy, don't try and no res. It's a waste. Thank you anyway. Reason to say it's a waste, very early. Mercy survived that?
Eyes on the back.
I'm hoping someone can just jump on Bastion.
Time to try again.
Bastion, Junkrat, jump on. Never mind. Junkrat. Junker Queen. That's not what I wanted them to have. Guys, the reason I didn't want them having over 3 minutes was because I knew they were going to get like another 2.
Okay, I learned from that.
And I wanted them to have 2 minutes from there to here. Because in reality, it's literally around the corner.
This ends now.
I am healing.
Get in there, Bob. That was interesting.
Someone adopt
You heard this. Enemy spotted.
See, I can. It would be so easy half the time to take the time to go and whinge at my, tanks, at the tanks for not doing their job. But then I would get reported for, stalling, wasting time, going AFK.
I don't give up that easily.
But it's perfectly fine for a younger queen to whinge. Also, Kiriko is a secondary support.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, see, I knew this was going to happen, guys.
Done playing around.
How? We'll get a minute. They'll probably have 5. I also know what our Jungle Queen's whinging about right now. In chat. And it's a case of Kiriko heal. Yes, Mercy's gonna have a lot more healing than me. But 3,000 is healing.
I'll find my own path.
That because it's gonna increase healing. And that. Again, guys, I don't like whinging about my team whinging about me not doing my job, but they're whinging because they're like, oh, Kiriko's not healing. No, it's because I'm not up their ass healing them 24/7. And you can tell the fact that I am healing because no one else on the team has taken the time to whinge about it. Also, the benefit of streaming this, I have proof that I am.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Let's get this done.
The barrier appears.
Over there.
The objective requires defense.
I've got you.
Watch here.
Also, if Jungle Queen since I'm not healing, I'll happy enough swap jobs with her.
Come here. I can heal you.
She can go and try and keep everyone alive at once and they all like chucking themselves into very dangerous situations. And get ambushed by everyone, and I'll go to, spinning around the map.
That was
The temptation used to be like, Wrecking Ball, stop spinning. Do your job. Is there still something when there's only 10 kills difference between me and the Jungle Queen? Well, now. Hold on. Why the hell weren't we given a minute? That. See, I hate the fact Overwatch do this.
let the Kitsune guide you.
Because what the enemy team have done, technically speaking, would all get them a case of, having a nice little conversation with Overwatch and why the fact or Blizzard specifically, why they shouldn't get their accounts suspended. Because guys, what they did was they threw the first half, because they were way too easy to push back, and then suddenly started picking up. And I reckon our player figured that out, and then they were like, one less player, it'll be fine. I was honestly going to try and do all 5 games tonight. I don't think I have the mental capacity to. At this point, what I think will end up happening is I'll see how well this game goes. Because I also know it'll be a while before I do my role queue games. Between the both push maps, the Rune Expert is slightly simpler to keep control of. You have less height advantages. You have more sneakier corners, but
Select your hero.
I normally don't, because it's like I won't get a chance to play DPS.
Choose heroes to battle.
I know it's instantly going to be a case of don't want to see a Symmetra, I don't want to see a Mei. I just want to see a Wrecking Ball. The 4th one would have gone to Junker Queen. Although Symmetra hasn't annoyed me in a while, it's just a case of I don't want to deal with her teleporting and things. Well, I hope I don't need to play tank. That's the fun option gone. In all honesty, I'm hoping I can play DPS to blow some steam off. I'm gonna wait. Just because if we have someone else picking DPS and then no one else picks tank, I will then play Sigma. Or Mercy. Yeah, I'm going to need to play tank, aren't I? If we get a tank, then I won't switch. Because I can... Not greatly. We got a mate. No, I'm standing to my principles here. And guys, I know it's one of those things where it's like, Tigerish, you can just swap. It's no problem. Guys, do you know how many times where it's like, we have a full team of DPS and no one wants to switch? Fine, I'll do it. I'm fed up of it. Why can't people have common sense? We do not need a Mei for this map. We do not need a Hanzo and Widow for this map. We need one of them, and I'd say Widow more than Hanzo. Hanzo's kind of only ability to point out where someone is, every so often it's useful, but Widow points out from her ult. Try it, Echo.
Move it, robot.
Guys, I'm not saying we need a perfectly balanced team. See, the annoying thing is, what will happen is, I'll get a good bit of damage done. But, like, I won't get many kills because I'll need to... Because everyone else is running off from point, so I'll be on point. Lucio. Yeah, what'll happen is I'll get a good bit of damage in. Hanzo and Widow will get a sneaky couple headshots more kills than me, and it'll be like, oh, Reaper switch, we need a tank, we don't need you. It's like, no, you really do. Widow and Hanzo have got a big problem of if a tank charges them. Hanzo's got spam armor, okay, he might. And he did take care of a Reinhardt at the beginning, but he's not going to be able to constantly pull that trick off, and if he gets charged twice, he's kind of nuked. Thankfully, we've pushed it so far. That's why I mean Reaper. I almost got all of them. I eliminated 3 of their pains. Widow and Bastion were the only 2 troubles. Also means I don't have a safe option for teleporting anymore. We're trying to set up a shot. Again, guys, I've played this game for way too long. I know the most obvious things when it comes to this game. Their Bastion is looking to take charge because they have the same problem as us, and yet both teams have a creative way around it. Except their way is kind of better. Neither team have a tank. Both teams have tank adjacent characters. Go.
Redeploy. Sniper! Must be cautious.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Moira.
The Iron Forest watches over you. Behind there.
Thank you. I've had enough. Enemies sighted.
You cannot escape me.
I'm not done.
Move the robot, please.
Zut, they took the
The
robot.
robot.
Shadows coalesce.
But again, with Death Blossom, it's a case of when. I regularly want to.
Surrender to my will.
No one can hide from my sight.
Comes.
We've lost possession of the robot.
I took the risk of eliminating 3 people. Thank you, Moira. Like I say, I like making, you know, snipers look like idiots. It's way too fun. I also like the fact that the Echo can now copy one of our snipers and instantly get an advantage. I'm assuming it's not Widow. Yeah.
With a vengeance.
Although what does annoy me more is, I personally think if you eliminate an Echo as she's copied someone, it should be counted as eliminating them. Because technically speaking, depends how quick you deal with the Echo, if she's Mimic Diva, you get 4 lives.
Experiments.
Now, if this has to go further, I can. I got 2 triple kills. Oh, come on. Thankfully, it wasn't for eliminating me. Oh, he then got spam shot by Hanzo. I'll take Silver 2 because it does kind of mean I'm going to do one more game, see if it's a win, then I will do the last one. Mainly because I don't want to change the title. Plus, I don't mind streaming for a bit longer to do. Also, guys, if you do hear something as usual, it is my fan. It is still warm in the UK. Not to a point where I need my fan on, but it's more of a case of that night. It's a nice cool breeze, which is kind of nice. Plus, that way it goes from a case of me feeling like I'm sitting staring at a screen all day to me feeling like I'm in like in a car on a nice little journey, getting like the wind blowing straight to me. I'm going control. Flashpoint offers a few different perspectives, and Dorado offers a few different counterpoints. Escort and push maps are useful and are quicker maps, but an escort map is a case of both teams, and I've lost on an escort map tonight. I'm happy to say the one time I've played Reaper this season, because I've not played many other times, and potentially the one time in the last couple seasons, I don't remember if I played him last season either. I don't want to see me. I'll be nice to Symmetra this time. But I also don't want to see Torbjorn. I hope Diva doesn't get banned. I hope Reaper doesn't get banned either. Seriously they're taking hits at 2 characters I play. Oh, thankfully, I'm trying to take a bit of a break from Diva because I've played her a lot recently. So I'm hoping I don't need to play Tang. I'm kind of in the mood to play support. Level 40 Mercy. Level 2 Ramatra. Level 18 Reaper. Oh, and level 4 Soldier. See guys, what I'm getting from that is they're either A, new to Overwatch 2, or B, I play too much Overwatch. Which I full on don't think I do. I quite frankly think I don't play enough Overwatch. Or B, they're picking characters that they barely play. Let's destroy point. Not point, spawn. Oh look, the 3 characters that are in my top 3 are all in one match. Me is Mercy, and then we've got Sigma, we've also got a Reaper, who's being reckless. Hey, can someone do with the enemy in the sky? Because that enemy in the sky will eliminate me. But as long as this game doesn't stress me to the... If this game is a loss and I'm not stressed, and it doesn't make me want to rip out my own eyeballs, how that literal one loss did, because that was so annoying. Like, as long as I don't end this game feeling like I want to install this game for the 15th time this year. See, I stand by this. It wasn't my point that made Blue Ninja made it ages ago, but I do agree with the point of why whenever Mercy gets kicked out of, like, knocked back from res and someone, why does she have to wait 30 seconds? Why is it not 15? It should be halved. I get it classified as like wasted res, but it's not your wasted res. It's someone else knocking you back. And I feel knocked out of range should I A, not exist, or B, not count. Yeah, I'm so dead. Yeah, I figured I was trapped in that. They're playing good. Annoyingly good. I'm gonna presume gold. Reaper, I got a job for you. And by for you, I mean for anyone who wants to take Cameron and wrestler, because I'm gonna get curbed on by her. Everyone knows you do not bring a support to a tank fight. It's illogical and you just don't do it. Now what you do is you have your support just sort of lying standing on the doorstep while you go and have said fight, so you just step out every so often so you can get healed. Again, someone take care of that flying menace. So guys, this is the reason why I don't join game chat, because I know for a fact everything I'm saying would piss someone off. And I give them credit, they're good. Annoyingly, because I didn't want to lose a game.
Excavation initiation.
But good. I'm saying that was worth it. I brought back a healer who's going to be able to heal everyone quicker. Who then let everyone die. Who then died himself. Reaper, get on point. Okay, they won the first round. We just need to win the next two.
Lots of sun.
Okay, episode 2 is almost on half the amount of views, because I have been checking it every so often, because since Craftmon has been doing good, I'm now in the state of checking every like 3-4 hours to see how many views it's gone up by. No, it's not. Actually, I 100% should just let it do its job. But it was almost on half. But then Craftmon episode 1 gained an extra view. Annoyingly, we have two of the best tank combos, and we're still losing. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Guys, I don't always play smart. Okay, we did have two of the best tank combinations. Sigma being able to block on this and then take almost any hit and turn it into overhealth or shield, more specifically. And then Malga being able to potentially say, "Yeah, I'm a tank. Let me through." Guys, that should have counted. There's no thing about Mercy's res is so much to a point where if you get hit by a flight, it's like, nah, it doesn't count. But like if a Widow sniper shot hit like Grace's here, it's like, yeah, that's a headshot. I'm not giving up on the game. I think we could make a comeback.
This ends now.
Of course the rat was right behind me. Why wouldn't he be up in Mercy's ass? The little stunt. Guys, I wouldn't say cunt, but then said stunk.
My skills are still needed.
In this case, guys, it's not the fact I'm starting to fall asleep, it's more the fact that Fridays don't necessarily drain me, but I definitely do come back from because most people know why I don't go to sleep early. It's a debate I've had with my own mother. Every single time I look like I'm knackered. Why don't you get down and have a nap? We'll sleep tonight. We'll go to sleep early tonight. Yeah, nah, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, we'll be fine. And yet, last night was the first night in years that I willingly gone to sleep before 1 in the morning. Not by much, by like 25 minutes, but it was before 1. I think it was like half 12, just after half 12. Soldier could have jumped on point. I am going to do the last one game. My last game. I'm not giving it to their Farah. I don't really want to give it to anyone on our team. Not giving it to Young Threat. Yo, I'll give it to Catboy 73735 because half my team either annoyed me, my team annoyed me, and Junior was the only one who didn't bug me. So hopefully it decides to be nice to me and gives me a boost. The only chance I have to get into gold is if it skips a rank. But I have no idea. But I will say, I was about to say, I will say, 2 losses is normally more. It's normally like 3 losses. It's like, hold on, no wait, no, I've had 2 losses tonight alone. 3 losses are about on par for me per season. Also, I look at that 44 days, and I look and it's like, yeah, surely that should be longer. It said 48 4 days ago, and it's like, surely that can't be a full length. So either this season ends just shorter, and same with the battle pass, or that is really just the length of time. I might do a very quick game in, you know what, King's Row. It was one of the first maps I ever saw, because one of the first things I did I think I randomly saw the Tracer and Widow battle at King's Row and trying to save that Omni before I started playing Overwatch 2. All saying that, one of the first maps I remember playing on, I don't think is actually a map anymore. I'm just going to skip. And if we actually do have a tank and like 2 supports, Farah annoyed me in that game. Typically, the way I know I shouldn't. I will ban typically 2 heroes I see that are going to be annoying to deal with, and then sometimes there'll be the one hero that annoyed me last round, and it's like, nope, they're annoying. They instantly get chucked onto my radar. Now, if we only have 2 DPS and the rest of support and hang, I will play Reaper. At this point, it kind of feels like my only saving grace, but like, I'm not gonna mess with the team. All the playing Ash could be fun. And just to show what Widows looks like. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna play Ash. Plus, the gun that goes with the costume.
Follow the rules and
I'll find my own path.
Actually.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
I'm kind of happy I switched when I did. But then again, I do want to play Ash. I might go into a custom game after this, or at least arrange to show this game properly. So at this point, I care more about winning, which means a team balance and a team coordinating is a lot more effective. Roadhog, don't run away from your support. Well, certainly, I'm definitely making the support work for them. I've never seen that Reinhardt skin. Like, the axe, I think, is his mythic axe. That was a waste.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
I would have thought, you know, Roadhog would have common sense to move. You know what? I will happy enough take 6 wins, 4 losses, because it used to be 4 to 5 wins and like 3 or 4 losses and like 2 questionable ones. But like I used to lose a lot more than I do now. It'd be nice if I got to the point where I was winning them all. You know what, the name Starlight kind of makes sense. Again, Roadhog, 1, you can heal. 2, I'm just not healing you. It's not like you're not getting healed by your support. You don't have much of a choice. Everyone needs healing all at once. And it's literally the only way to heal everyone at once. I think I played Mercy at some point. It can be really cool. Now that's the safe way to bring back people. And I'm just going to pretend the fact that he wasn't saying thank you to Anna. I'm going to presume it's just from a case of he was trying to say it generically, but was too close to looking at Anna. Now, my faith in getting into gold? Yeah, I'm presuming it's going to be silver 1. That's there, Bob. I mean, if I was going to play Ash at the beginning, it would have been mine. Actually, scratch that, mine would have probably been chucked out right around here. Then again, half the team would have already been dead, so... I'll take it. And I'll take the wins where I can get the wins. Roadhog is kind of, for lack of better words, fucked himself. Just for the simple reason of, he is cornered himself so far away from his support, that he now has to survive by himself. But because he's also done that, and we've been trying to do the exact same thing. Does common sense not exist with people? I'm going for Diva, Kiriko, or Ash. Bob would be useful. Yeah, I don't have a clear line for that. Bob would be useful. Kiriko's ult would be useful. And Diva's nuke would be useful. All things an Echo can get using her ult very quickly. So like Echo's kind of a nice perfect fit for most teams. She can copy anyone's ult and doesn't need to be someone specific. White Echo fits on most teams. She has a very niche ult, which can be very useful.
Never die.
I have no idea what perk I just equipped. Because I went to equipping a perk, got stuck into a point where I was gonna die and tried to fly out forgetting, oh wait, this can all quicken a perk. Not as far as I'd like. But hopefully we can go on the defense and actually defend. It does mean that it's potentially going to be a short round because it's all they're going to have to do is touch point. That's... hold on. That was it was that about Doomfist calling someone a noob? Also, guys, if anyone has seen episode 2 of New Adventures, then I'm pretty sure I said in the episode, like, I can make an iron. I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need to make like an iron farm. Like, I'm only missing a bit of iron. No, I was also missing the fact that I'm going to need lava.
Treatment ongoing.
Because I plan to make one in between episodes just because they're not that complicated, but it's also not exactly fun. Plus, because they're not that complicated and because like they're not that fun, I watch a video to do it. And because I watch a video on how to do it, me communicating in the video is going to be right. Okay, so it literally just be a case of right. Here's the thing. Me not talking for the next 20 minutes and being like, okay, I'm just going to cut this out, and then me being like, well, okay, I might as well just do this not like, maybe I'll just do this outside of episode. Diva jetted off, which means I can't heal her. I'm also not going to attempt it. I've attempted just some dumb like revives and that a lot today. That's not going to be one of them. We can hold off for 3 more minutes. May, I am sorry, but Roadhog was low and he's currently the only person holding the team together. And Kiriko knew it. And that was the Alari who got a sneaky shot at me last time. And be happy if we hold them off for another minute and a half. Someone jump on point. You know what, we held them for a minute. We've held them for a couple minutes. 4 minutes. No, okay, 5 minutes. Why the hell did they get an additional 2 minutes and so many seconds? Like, I know I never question it when I'm on the case of getting the additional time. And I really should, but it's one of those cases where, why would I? It's not affecting me. It's not negatively affecting me. But in this case, this is negatively affecting me. Roadhog, I am so sorry. I didn't think you were going to go and get yourself slaughtered. We have to hold them off for another 4 minutes without them touching that. Monkey got me. That's nice to know. I know everyone's low and I know I'm the only one who can heal everyone that quickly. So people are just gonna have to deal with it for a few minutes. If they can clear half the people, I can get back to them in about a second. Unless David wants to fly back and let me to, you know, fly back to, you know, fly to the door so I can literally go, whee, and fly. Anna, no, Anna, come back. Thank you, Anna. Shouldn't have to say this, but, you know, group off. I don't like that Torbjorn turret. Okay, yeah, they've won because I flew straight into that. That is so annoying. It's the first time within 4 or 5 times that I've had to redo this that I've got 4 losses. It's going to be like Silver 3, isn't it? I'm giving it to Deeper and Anna, like, they were great. I am going to chuck myself, I am going to do one more, like, arcade game mode just to take me from being stressed to the eyeballs and then coming off this stress to a nice cool breeze. Silver 2, I will take it. I was hoping for gold. That's why I said, that's why I put in that, that's why the title is going for gold, not we're in gold. Because it was a case of I wanted to get to gold, I didn't think I was going to. But I will do one more game. And it's going to be an arcade game. We'll do one round of 3v3 elimination. Also, guys, for a good period of time, it's like, I'm not going to be able to do like 5 or 6 games in a normal stream. And I kind of have. Yeah, it's a tiny bit over what I normally would. Like an hour and a half is typically what I go to. But I have. Obviously, I am doing an additional game, but it's an arcade game, so it'll take me like 10 minutes. Plus, at the end of the day, I need something that's not gonna take my stress level up more. Guys, I love playing Overwatch. I do. But sometimes it and comp really do definitely take the definition of how high can my blood pressure can go. I also think at this point I've kind of decided that Freya is definitely going to be my new gold weapon. Also after this game, I'm definitely checking to see what Wu Yang's gold looks like. Because that's something I've not checked yet. I've also not checked his skins. Like last season with Freya, it was like I checked him instantly because I was a skin I instantly liked. Okay, thanks team. There was then she's like, oh, we don't need the Ash. Rick's gonna get that by herself, I know it. Okay. Arissa's nuked. Ash can finish her off very quickly. Sigma's very low, and they don't have a healer. She might be able to deal with Sigma, and she might be able to deal with Freya. But, yeah, again, Ash is going to get the final blow. See, half the time I can presume the domino effect. Because it typically goes. They needed me to deal with the Ash because Ash and Freya, or at least deal with one of them, because they were going to be annoying. The Orisa could have dealt with Sigma along with the backup from the Brig, which meant whichever one was alive, they would have been fine. But that would have meant them dealing with one or the other, and not letting me go down so easily. Because Brig... That's been slightly healing, but not by much. If Bab keeps Orisa alive, they should be fine. I didn't think I needed to say the second part of that sentence. If Bab keeps Orisa alive and Orisa can block and keep Bab alive, they'll be fine. Because it'll create an effect of, you can't kill Baptiste because you gotta go through Orisa. But you can't kill Orisa because you gotta go through Baptiste. It's the best of 3 at this point, and at this point, yeah. Actually. I want to show both off when I've had the chance.
I aim to captivate.
I'm not even going to justify any response because I've gone through hell in comp tonight. I just have a break.
Suppress this target.
And the award goes for the shittest team in the world because they keep letting their DPS player die. Because the Juno doesn't give a shit about healing. But they've got 1,000 heal, just under 2,000 healing. You can tell the fact that they've either A, only barely been healing the tank, or B, would have been a perfect time to drop Reap and then just wreck everything, because Reinhardt wouldn't have been a problem because I would have been able to deal with him. Cassidy wouldn't have been because I would have been able to deal with that. See, this is the reason why I say the definition of Overwatch is team. Because as a team, you're an unstoppable unit half the time, and that's what you should be. It should be a back and forth of who can bring first. What's more stronger, the stone wall or the steel wall? Which one's which? But as this, and the literal quick game of elimination has proven, it's like when you make a bad move in chess. You know when your opponent knows when you've done it. They were trying to be useful. No, actually, I was about to say, why the hell did I come off him? So checking Wu Yang's skins and not bad. I do definitely think the purple's kinda nicer. But I do like the plainness of black. And if we go to unowned, you have poolside, and I'm presuming poolside is in the battle pass, which I will double check after this. All honestly, the galactic obsidian, that looks like an obsidian sort of spear thing, and it looks really cool. then again, so does the gold. The jade doesn't look too bad, but as usual, its galactical gold are great, and jade looks way too much of like this horrible green color. Ah, okay. I would say, I'll get it from the bottom. It's like, no, it's 2 skins. I was like, I don't need them. And quite frankly, I stand by that. Although, if I was then to do it, I'd then gain 20 levels. Which would, what, 44? We'll say 45. Which would take me up to 65. Which then I'll get to 70. I'm gonna be nice. It's that there, okay. I'd then get to like 70 by Wednesday. You know, no, 71 by within the week, by the end of the next week. One skin I am debating on switching to when I get it is Streetwear Kiriko, because part of me is like, it looks really cool, and that kind of looks like really cool. And for me, Kiriko skins, I love when they look so basic and simple that they could just be actual clothes that they wear. Because Overwatch 2 skin is sort of more like, I think she's Japanese, don't quote me on that. It's sort of more like sort of standard, more sort of traditional looking for where she's from. And her mythic definitely follows that pattern. So does that one. So does Witch. Although Witch definitely doesn't look as close to it. So does that, but that is based on an anime, but I can't think which one. Which does bug me. But then you've got the... from the collab that they did, which I can't think what the band's called. That, while you've still got the waist, that sort of still does the same thing, but it's like, that's like a jacket. I'm presuming that you could chuck on, which looks nice and basic. That looks like basic clothes that anyone would want, like, literally. The skin I have for Kiriko is not similar to, like, I'm not saying I would dress like that, but, like, simple pair of tracksuits, a top, a zip-up hoodie, and then I have earphones anytime I go out. That, to me, looks like typical teenage, that looks like a typical teenage look. And I like the fact it looks so simple. Then you have that, which kind of goes back to a normal skin, which I do still think is really cool. And I think I have. Rainy Day also just looks like a simple case of, it's raining, she wants something that's not going to drench her. Then Heart of Passion, I probably would have it if I didn't have that. But then I've got a gut feeling I probably would just have that equipped. But then again, there's a potential chance I still have a mythic equipped.
I'll light my own path.
Although I stand by this, her mythic does look cool in gold. Her blades have always been something that I've kind of liked, kind of not. Like, I don't think that, like, orangey brownie colour works perfectly for her. But I don't dislike the white. The reason I went for the purple, I think it looked the best, but I kind of prefer the more street tiers, her looking more like a norm. I don't want to say normal, because it's not. Everyone has their own style, and that is normal to them. But more like, if you were to see her walking down any London, New York, any sort of busy street, you wouldn't mistake her for Kiriko, you'd mistake her for a random girl. Or a random, woman who's trying to look a bit younger. Which it's not necessarily just Kiriko. I always like when, for instance, no, Reaper's a really bad option for this. Ashe. Ashe's Overwatch 2 and Overwatch skin shows her off as the tough person who does not need no one. Calamity Empress then shows her off as she can definitely show some stuff when she wants to. She can definitely make you beg. Then Little Red makes her look a bit more And like so many of these skins don't look like her traditional I'm a badass. They make her look a bit more cooler. And like I like how Safari looks, but again, her like it might just be the fact that I have the gold and black skin for her Calamity skin, the Calamity Empress Mythic. But to me, that looks really cool. And I like when skins don't, when you look at a character and then, if you were to look at this Calamity skin in the gold color, black and gold, and then compare it to like typical Ash stuff, Ash like skins and all that, it wouldn't look like it would be one of hers. I like when characters don't have skins that don't necessarily look like themselves. But then again, Diva's Mythic, a skin I did have beforehand. Her All-Star skin kind of does definitely look more like a traditional skin. EDM was definitely a skin I had on for a good while, and that does still look like a traditional, like what she typically would wear, with just like a souped up map. Or I think I had the pink version. Her Dazzler, which I'm now debating to switch back to because I still think that looks really cool. I probably will just have this on for a while. But just because I can, we're going to go to a training area and I'm going to quickly, more specifically the practice range, quickly show off both the gold and black skins for Widow and Ash and see whether they're worth it. And would I willingly buy them if I buy them? And why it might seem pointless considering I already have. Take a knee. For Ash, yeah, I don't regret getting it. It's definitely something that I do like. I think the colours work for her. Despite that wasn't. I also like how Bob looks.
Step it up, Bob.
Do something.
Like, originally I thought Bob was going to look as nice, but it looks like this nice shiny metallic gold with it, like this sort of black body like suit with like a metallic gold armor, and I really do like it. Now, for Widow, as usual, I'm not the biggest fan of Widow's gun. But yeah, again, I do definitely prefer it. For a good while, I've not liked... I think that's probably... I've not liked her mythic because it's always seemed more like the sort of witch sort of teacher thing, and it's definitely seemed a bit too mundane for her. Because I think Widow and I don't think... I think Widow and I don't think safe. I think Widow and I think one or two things are going to happen. Seduction, and then death. Because I think Widow and I think... I start thinking, hold on, she then starts to remind me of like Catwoman. Because Catwoman's done a few things where when she's got an angle, or Black Cat, or almost any other psychotic woman in DC or Marvel, they've gone down that route and done it. And this definitely does show that more off. But it doesn't go out of its way to show it. It's more subtle, which is nice. Again, the only thing I don't like is her gun.
A magic.
But at some point... I can't believe I'm only can stream for like 2 hours. Say that, it's like 11:30. And I started just after half 9. Which is kind of stupid, though, yeah. Saying that, I probably would willingly get Widow's mythic weapon. Ashes, I'm not so fussed about, because I do think it's cool, but I'm not that fussed. But to get the base, without all the fancy stuff, it would cost me 80. And to get all the levels... Oh, actually, I can enter the practice range. That's cool.
I aim to captivate. A magic
Okay, for the most point, I've had a standpoint on the mythic weapons being not needed. Why don't I have an emote that shows? But yeah, I do definitely think this looks a lot cooler. A good reason why I didn't want to get it at the beginning, because for the most part I liked it. I wasn't a fan of the literal spikes, like the sharper spikes things at the front that look like claw arms. But they do zoom in, and to be fair, this view is just cool.
no one can resist my strength.
So
Meet your demise.
So, near the end of the season, I might, but it's a literal case of 80, how much would 80 cost me? Guys, with going over, it would cost me about 60, well, just over 60 quid. Getting spot on, it would cost me 50. Now, getting the base weapon by itself without any of the tiers, it cost me 30. And overall, I do definitely think it is worth it. It looks so cool in gold. And I will try and... I want to get it at some point, but it's a case of... Do I really want to be dropping 60 quid? Again, I can kind of not spend that much because... We go back to shop. Technically speaking, why it wouldn't be worth it, I can get away with spending, instead of buying 30 for like 20, which at that point I may as well just spend the additional like £2 something. Because guys, the way it works, which is annoying, but every game does it when it comes to currency, you'll have the shiny Brand Spanking one at 100. Oh, I did not know stream was going to show one. But yeah, you'll have the Brand Spanky one, the Midnight one at 100. Like, you'll have that sort of right here at the very top. Now, with 100, you'd have enough to basically get 2 base mythics per season. And enough to complete a mythic straight off. But then for about just over half the price, you can get half of it. But I'd have to basically spend the combination of both a lot. We'll round that to 21, round that to 34, that's 55. Which is only 7 quid cheaper than just outright getting the max. But if I was to get the max, is there any others skins I'd want in the gold? I think at that point I'd potentially do Mercies. Or potentially do Kiriko's. Actually. Scratch the potentially on both. I probably would go to black and gold for, you know. But then again, I probably would also just want to save it. So. Guys, again, I should have said this earlier, but if you are new around here, please like and subscribe. And again, this is going to be the end of stream because typically I stream for just over an hour and I play an hour worth of it, but it's like it's 11:30. Also guys, there will be Marvel Rivals tomorrow because I've not touched that for the last couple of days for a reason which you'll find out in stream tomorrow. But there's currently an event thing up which I'm close to completing, but I want to complete on stream. Which meant I've gone out of my way not to play the game for the last couple of days because I want to complete it on stream. But, yeah, so you lot are liking this week because you've had New Adventures Monday, Overwatch Tuesday, Craftmon on Wednesday, which is probably the only benefit that any of you lot actually do really enjoy. New Adventures Thursday. No. Wednesday was the only day you lot didn't get nothing. Because it was Craftmon Friday. Overwatch today, and then there'll be the Marvel Rivals tomorrow to make up for not tonight. And I very easily enough could end stream until 1 in the morning, and play like a few rounds of Marvel Rivals, but at that point I'd have to be quiet as anything. And at that point, what I may as well as do is just play a few simple rounds and do it as a video. But quite frankly, I don't fancy editing in the morning just to upload for tomorrow night. When at that point, I can just wait until tomorrow night and then stream it. But yeah guys, hope you've enjoyed. This is the end of stream, and this is Tiger signing off. In about 20 seconds, because at that point it'll be about 2 hours. Although the very fun thing, if Wolfus does see this at some point, because guys, he has questioned me a case of, years ago me and Driver Scotty did like a 3-hour stream of a cooking game. And I will quickly double check it because I know it won't be that hard. Overcooked. It was like the first game I did and it was like 2 hours. Now, from looking at this, if I wanted to go over that, I'd have to stream for an additional 10 minutes. But, like, quite frankly, I don't want to. So, either way, guys, this is kind of signing off. Hope you've enjoyed stream. Overwatch was fun tonight, kind of annoying. Wish I'd gotten to gold. I will try and get into gold in the next few games. I'm hoping that if I do win, I'll win a few games and it'll boost me up a little bit, but who knows. I'm going to try and get through the gold for this season. I'll be happy once I do. But either way, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you've enjoyed. Bye.